Today we are finishing building the city. I have all of the sites planned out for each of the buildings. I have all the materials I need, and I am just going to laser focus, get all of these buildings finished so that I can move on to decorating. The more time I spend in my little village, the more I really just want to start getting into the smaller details. I spent a while today doing some like grunt work around the village. A little bit of terraforming. I threw some vines up so those could start growing. Threw some trees around so those could start growing. And threw a bunch of food down and a bunch of beds by the village bell up here. Look, see, check these out. That's why I did that. And see, I just threw a bunch of beds down. And now I have a bunch. Look! That's what I wanted. So now, when I start getting job blocks in and whatnot, there is villagers to take those blocks. So, very exciting, very exciting. It already looks so much cuter, even just with the vines I added and the trees that I added. And look at these vines hanging off my little bridge here. Can't wait for it to be done, or at least like more done than it is. This is the first little thing I'm going to work on. It is my fisherman house. As you can see, he's got a little dock. That's why he's the fisherman. So, gonna get started on this one. And hopefully this whole thing doesn't take forever because I really want to get all the buildings done today. So, here we go. Okay, first building is complete. Look at that little fisherman's house. Nice little dock, super safe with fencing. It's not super big, but it will do. Alright, on to the next one. Why can't I run? Okay. Next one, which I think is gonna be this one over here, which I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I want this one to be my stonemason house. Since it's nice and on the water here, I don't think... Yeah, I'll do a little covered workspace. I feel like all of the professions need one. So, let's get started on this one now. Alright, this building is done, and somehow this wandering trader got his llama stuck inside. He's just been wandering around the outside for a while, tugging on his leash. I'm hoping he figures it out. I don't know. But anyway, stonemason house, done. He has a little, a tiny side porch to go do his work outside, you know. Again, not too big. I actually think it's the same dimensions as the fish house. Yeah, you and your llamas get out. Whatever. Nothing super special, but it's done. Now, which one's next? I actually don't know. You can see all my little frames I've started, my sites, whatever. This is gonna be a library. I'm gonna work on that last because it's more complicated. So we'll build this little one next. The rest of these, all these back here, are just houses. I don't have any professions planned for these buildings because I have all of them now once I finish the stonemason house, or now that I finished the stonemason house. So I might later on make one of these like another profession house of some sort, but for now these are just houses, and this is the next one I gotta finish. So this house is now done. It is a lot bigger than the other houses. I don't know why I made it so big. But I think it looks cute, and I'm gonna tell myself that they own this farm. And this is just a tiny little farmhouse, you know, attached to it. But they have the money, you know what I mean? I'm probably honestly just gonna put a bunch of beds in here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, but it's pretty. I like it. I think it did add a good bit of diversity, which is, like I've been saying, I don't want all the buildings to look alike. So I think having this one over here, nice and big and different, helps add to the variety. All right. Now, I think there's 3 more down here, and they're all pretty small. Yeah. And these zombie horses are still spawning. I have it in peaceful so I can build as quick as possible. And they're spawning every night and then burning up in the morning. I don't know. But, let's get started on this little house now. A lot of building. Alright, little guy is done. I decided to add a little step up into it and make it a little bit taller. Still tiny. Got some windows. Time to move on to the next one. I thought there was only 2 over here. There's 3. It's okay. I can power through. And then at some point, well, once I'm done with these, I don't know if I'll do it today, but these buildings gotta have their roofs and wood swapped out the same way I did all of those ones way back there. And that for some reason took a lot longer than just building a new building from scratch. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was still figuring out the stair roofs and stuff. I don't know, but time to move on to this little house and get it done. So, okay, this one's done. Oop. And this one has a pointy top. Like I was saying last time, a lot of the original ones have the pointy tops, and then most of mine have this rounded top. I think this looks more cottage, more barn, more cute. But just to keep with the original buildings, gonna have some pointed roofs every now and again. Now it's getting dark. I'm gonna go run back to a bed and then start on the next one. Like I said, I have it in peaceful, but I don't feel like working in the dark, and I don't have any beds on me because I put them all over here so them villagers would have babies. Here's a bed. Okay, now I think I only have the 2 buildings left down there. Oh, look how cute it looks now as I run down. Just every time I add another building and it expands more, it gets cuter, I swear. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Totally. It's gotten to the point where I can get lost in my village. But it was nice to take the walk. It was nice to see how cute it all is. It is a lot more spread out as I get this way, but I want to add like little sitting areas and little fountains and benches, things like that, so I kind of left some space. Okie dokie. Now, let's do this one. I think this one's gonna be cute because it's like right on the water. It's a nice little lakeside house. Okay, little house by the lake is now done. Very simple, very basic. Oop, very basic. Just a little house. Did the little wood across on this one. Tiny little window up there. Cute. On to last building, minus the library, which I will go do after this one. So, and this one's nice and tiny. Super tiny. So, get this one done real quick and then move on to the library. Last little house is now done. Like I said, it's tiny. Just another teeny tiny little house. Some of them I used the log for the tops. Some of them, where's one? Yeah, I just used planks. I'm not sure which I like more. I think I like the log more, but That's okay. It's now time to go do the library. I'm gonna go look at the original library first. And, try and get an idea of how tall it is. And that... I think from there I should be able to figure out the rest. So... Man, I didn't realize how far from my library I had gotten. This is quite the little run across the city. Okay. So at its peak... Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then I imagine it goes down by one for the roof. I don't know, because I know when I put this back together, I don't think I did this window right, so I think I might just ignore that window this time. Okay. Alright. Let's go try our best to recreate that little library. It's not completely exact because I use different materials, but the shape is exactly the same. I took a little bit, but I am getting better, and I did pull it off. This top section on the other one is planks. I like the look of the cobblestone better. Otherwise, it's just too much pink. But the inside, is exact, minus all the books. Got my little balcony. Look how cute. The pink village is now ready to be decorated. Before I do that, I will be taking a little break from the village, and I will be going to mine. Used a lot of tools today. And getting the materials for today. But I want to go get stuff out of a lush cave. And I already found those azalea trees, so I'm just going to go find Bluff Cave, get everything out of it, and then I'll go mining, probably either from inside of there or I'll go back to my other cave, but either way, at the same time, I'm gonna go mine. Because I don't think it's gonna take me very long to just go strip out a lush cave. I really don't. But let's go do a little walkthrough of everything that we've done. And talk about what I want to add as far as decor goes. So, like I said, before I come and decorate, I will really quick go change out the wood on those buildings so it all matches. I might do a little bit of terraforming on this because it's kind of a mess, but we'll see. I'll do that later. But as far as decorating goes, I know I want to come in and add some mossy cobblestone little bits to all the buildings. I want to throw in some copper lanterns everywhere, maybe some copper chains if I can find spots to put them. What else? Oh, I've got a bunch of amethyst I'm going to put in some odd spots. Not entirely sure where. I'm thinking around the fountains and the village bells and stuff like that. Just kind of gonna scatter it around. And then flowers. So I will be replacing all of these random wildflowers with different, well, pink and white tulips for the most part for all the like wildflowers. And then I want to add a bunch of pink peonies, the tall ones, around in front of some of the buildings, and add flower boxes to a bunch of them that I didn't end up putting flower boxes on. And then I want to put those blue orchids that I got in those flower boxes. See, like this one, I removed the flowers that I had in there because I've decided that flower boxes will be for blue orchids, and the little purple flowers, I think they're alum? Is that what it is? I don't know. The little purple flowers, which I'm gonna have to go get those. I don't know. I'll probably do those when I go swap out those roofs real quick and just get everything ready to go decorate. That's what I've been itching for. Oh, and see, I have 2 golems now. Everybody needs jobs. There's a bunch of unemployed villagers now. And I'll probably add some more vines around. I'll add some more cherry trees around. And just little... oh, I have a bunch of those firefly bushes. And I want to do a few more wells and city bells. And I'm going to try and do some kind of benches, sitting areas, that type of thing. So, I've got a lot planned as far as decor goes. Still have a few things to go collect before I can do that. But for the most part, I am ready to decorate this pink little village. It's giving Barbie. It is looking very Barbie right now, and I'm hoping... I don't hate Barbie. I love Barbie. But I'm hoping that once I add in all the other decorations and stuff that I want to add, it'll start to give more fairy village, which is what I want. So yeah, next time I play, gonna go mine, find a lush cave, and then after that, it is... these zombie horses are still spawning anytime I'm in Peaceful. Just on, like, mass amounts. I don't know. But, yeah. So, next I'm gonna do mining and lush cave. And then after that, it is time to come back to the village and make it super cute. Make it a fairy village, finally. I was just getting ready to go take my screenshot for the thumbnail, and look! This is the first kitty that's been spawned in the village. Amazing. You guys are doing amazing.